At this point, I hope you have a completed version of your film, or at least a version you really like about it. So I kind of see this film and StudentCam as a whole kind of like an essay. You have an essay that you submit that's as clean and as coherent as possible, but sometimes the way to improve our writing is by having people peer review or look it over to make sure that our grammar, our punctuation, and our ideas are really the way that we want them to be and the way that our vision is. So that's kind of the same thing with StudentCam. We want to have people look at our films before we submit it to make sure that our ideas are getting across. And that can be really scary, having people review these projects that we've spent so much time and energy on and to get criticism and feedback. But that's a tool that you have to use and understand not only with StudentCam, but with pretty much any piece of work that you'll submit anywhere, regardless of genre or field. So first, before you show anyone the film's final product, make sure you have reviewed the criteria of StudentCam to make sure you have everything in place. Do you have multiple perspectives on an issue? Do you have an issue worth discussing that's more than a topic? Do you have C-SPAN footage that is relevant and poignant to your conversation? Do you have interviews with interesting people who support understanding your issue? Be sure to go through this rubric and checklist not only once, but multiple times found on studentcam.org to make sure you have everything in place. Then, think about the key people that you want to show the film to. I would recommend showing your family members and your teacher, and maybe even a small group of friends. Hear what they have to say and what they think could make the film better, because their feedback is really going to help you build your film to the next level. Regardless of relation, I strongly recommend having people review your film who really care about you and want to see you do really well. Even though their criticism may be harsh, they're coming from a place of love and support, and they can provide you really great, honest feedback coming from a place of care. That being said, if you're the one that's going to be giving criticism to your friends, I would suggest functioning the criticism like a sandwich, as I mentioned before with the interview questions, but it's kind of the same way. So your bread on the outside is going to be the positive support that you provide. What are things at the film that you really liked? And then in the inside, talk about things that you think might make the film better. And again, criticize the films and provide constructive feedback based on a place of love and compassion. Because at the end of the day, you know you put in a lot of time and effort in your film, and that person probably did too. So approach the criticism and approach the feedback with that mindset. That's all the information and tips that I have for you today. If you have any questions, be sure to email at educate@cspan.org. There they can provide you more resources on how to manage criticism. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.